What's up, everyone? It's Trinidad. On this video for you, I have Yuzu Boyle's Melodious deck profile for the anime deck duels and stuff. I feel like the engine was doing really great, but now everyone's kind of transitioned to like Fiendsmith and stuff. So before Infinite Forbidden came out, I decided to get rid of some of the cards in the main deck of this, to get a little extra cash for other things and whatnot. So I decided to turn the Melodious deck, which is still pretty strong, I think, into an anime deck for anime deck duels, just for, casual fun times. So Yuzu Boyle, and then this is in the extra deck, but probably never go into it, obviously because links weren't around during the Arc 5 series. So yeah, just letting you know that's there. Get right into the deck. Obviously the 3 refrain to help us add any card or Melodious monster. The 3 couplet that when it's added, we can, except for drawing, then we can reveal it, especially when a level 4 lower Melodious monster from our hand or graveyard. And these are our pendulum scales, really good. Soprano, so it can help us essentially fusion summon. We got 3 sonatas, which is kind of like an extender to get more stuff on the field. And while it's special summon, it powers up our board with 500 apiece. 2 Aria, which is like my favorite of the Melodious Divas. But yeah, while this special summon card is on the field, Melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or be destroyed by battle. And again, for more extending canon, but sadly it's only like once per turn, I believe, this one. We got 2 scores during the damage calculation. It basically becomes Dark Honest. We can drop opponent's monster attack by 0 when a Melodious monster battles with it. 1 Mozarta, the Melodious Maestra. Once per turn, you can special summon Light Fairy monster from our hand, and you cannot special summon other light monster or other monsters the turn you activate this effect, except for light monsters. And guess what? Spoiler alert, they're all light, so it all works out. Shapina, the Melodious Maestra. Once per turn, you can target 1 Light Fairy monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You cannot activate non-light monsters effects during the turn you activate it. So yeah, again, they're all light, so we're pretty much good. LG, the Melodious Diva. Special summon Melodious monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So this and Aria are a little wombo combo on the board. And if this card was special summon, all fairy monsters you control gain 300 attack. We got 1 solo. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to graveyard, you can special summon 1 Melodious monster from your deck. If I look at that correctly, it's any Melodious monster. So that's pretty cool. We got 1 Tam Tam here. For this card is special summon, while you control Melodious monster, we can add polymerization from our deck to your hand or graveyard to the hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon, we can target 1 Melodious monster we control, it loses 500 attack, and if it does, inflict 500 points of damage to the opponent. This was obviously used in a side for a lot of the like meta Melodious decks, just to get some damage, easy damage across if need be. Serenade, the Melodious Diva. This card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a fairy monster. After this card is special summoned to your side of the field, you can normal summon 1 Melodious monster during the main phase of this turn, in addition to your normal summon set. Sweet. And we got Crystal Rose. Once per turn, you can send 1 Gem Knight or Melodious monster from your deck to from your hand or deck to the graveyard. If we do, this card's name becomes the sent monster until the end phase. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 1 fusion monster from your graveyard, special summon this card in face down this card in defense. You can only use it once per turn. So yeah, Crystal Rose. If y'all watched that Yuzu match. 2 Ostinatos for the fusing from the deck. Pretty good. 2 Melodious Concertos. Decided to have 2 to have more Melodious names. This is also basically a fusion card. 1 First Movement Solo. I sold off the other 2 because, they were a really good price at the time. And I was like, I feel like no one's going to be using this engine, especially with Fiendsmith coming out, like I said earlier. And yeah, I haven't seen Melodious be top in, so Yeah, especially also like Yubel's really good. Fortissimo, just to target a Melodious monster we control, gain 800 attack points until the next standby phase. And you can send this card to the graveyard, fusion summon one Melodious monster from an extra deck using monsters you control as fusion material. So it's not the best fusion because they have to be on the field and we have to control them, but it's still pretty fun. All right, this card, man, this one's a doozy. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I'll try. Kahyo Reigetsu. Yeah. Kahyo Reigetsu. Shinra Tensei. What was that thing? Getsuga Tensho. Special summon one level 4 lower fairy, spellcaster, wing beast, or beast warrior monster from your hand. And if you do equip it with this card, then you can turn all dragon monsters on the field to their hand. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there from the spell and trap card zone this turn while face up, you can add one polymerization fusion spell or fusion parasite from your deck to your hand. And it's all the hands of the, what are they called? Bracelet girls, whatever, I think, right? Because the Goggle Boys, he's like part of the Goggle Boys or whatever, the Hair Boys, I don't know. They all got the same face. I forget what Yuzu and all them are called. I think it's the Bracelet Girls. We got Polymerization, because we got ways to search it. Fusion Substitute, because it's always considered Polymerization, but it also has the added effect. So sadly, it can only be used monsters we control as fusion materials. But we can banish this card from our graveyard, target a fusion monster in our graveyard, return to the extra deck, then draw a card. So just a little extra bonus. We got Refusion, because Yuzu played it. Cestus of Dalga, again, just because Yuzu played it. Cards from the Sky. Yo, banish that Aria or LG and draw 2 cards. Mystical Space Typhoon. Melodious Illusion, target one Melodious monster you control this turn. That face-up monster you control is unaffected by your opponent's spell trap cards, and it can make a second attack during each battle phase. I was starting to hear some stuff about people actually using this in like the meta build as a card, because it is technically searchable, right, with Couplet. So if you already had like the Melodious Concerto and whatnot, then we could grab this and set it, and it kind of makes one of our Melodious monsters hexproof. And then if we have like, if we're using Shiberta and just attacking and getting big, then we can get 2 attacks, and that's pretty cool. Then Miraculous Descent, which if we use the cards from the sky to banish a monster, then yeah, we can banish back we can special summon one of our banished light fairy monsters, and then if, yeah, it's like Call the Haunted. So if that monster gets destroyed, we destroy this card. So yeah, that's the main deck. 40 cards, obviously in the main deck, using cards that Yuzu herself played. And just having a good time with this deck, which I think is actually going to be strong because we got the engine going, man. If we get, you know, we got triple Baka, we got 2 of the Flowering Etoile, the Melodious Magnificent. This is a strong card. I really like the card design of it, of bouncing and everything, of like blinking in Yugioh. Pretty strong, really strong actually. Schuberta, the Melodious Maestra, basically, you know, we all know Didi Crow. And then 1 Bloom Diva, the Melodious Choir, and 1 Bloom Prima, the Melodious Choir. Just here, probably never really go into, like, we're just mainly going to go into these, but these are here. And like I said, if need be, I don't know if we'll go into it, but they're just kind of here. And Yuzu herself. So yeah, the protector of this boy. Who likes him? I don't know. He's not one of my favorites, to be honest. But the series I really liked early on. I think everyone did. We were all hyped for the different dimensions and the fact that they were crossovering characters. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck profile, a different take on the Melodious than what you guys have been seeing lately. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.